Hey, thanks for checking out my channel, Other Side of the Tracks. This is Chris, and behind me is a very, very large box, one that I am so happy to have as part of my collection. Living in Pennsylvania for 5 years, just outside Philadelphia, the closest short line to me was the New Hope and Ivyland Railroad. And I have very fond memories of going to New Hope with my wife and family, checking out all the little touristy places, going across the river to Lambertville, and having lunch there. And literally outside the restaurants on the street, this train would roll on by out of New Hope for their 13-mile excursion line. So it's really cool. I'm so happy to have it. The New Hope and Ivyland set from Lionel out of their 2021 Big Book catalog. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. I'm not sure exactly how many of these were manufactured by Lionel, but it seems that I have number 90. And this was shipped in August 2021 from the factory to the United States. And I got this off of the website of Nicholas Smith Trains. I've been watching for quite some time, and a number of different dealers had these available. And over time, they would get snapped up, and less dealers had them. And I'm like, uh-oh, a whole bunch just disappeared. I better grab one before they're all gone. And so I grabbed this one. And within a couple days, the last one from Nicholas Smith was gone. So now they are a little bit harder to find. Here we have that 2021 Lionel catalog. And here we are, page 44 and 45. We have this wonderful New Hope and Ivyland Excursion set with the striking colors of their GP30 engine, which originally was a Pennsylvania Railroad engine. The passenger cars are former Reading coaches, which is very appropriate because the line used to be operated by the Reading Railroad. To discuss a little bit more about the history of the New Hope and Ivyland Railroad, nowadays called just the New Hope Railroad. The line was originally completed in 1891 by the North Pennsylvania Railroad, and of course, as mentioned, it was subsequently acquired by Reading. When passenger service shut down in 1952, they did a little bit of freight to some of the local industries, but in 1966, an organization was set up to acquire a 13-mile stretch between New Hope and Ivyland, and created the New Hope and Ivyland Railroad and started their passenger services that year. And they've gone on to have a nice collection of steam and diesel engines, and is very, very popular in the area. The location is great for the Philadelphia region. It's just about an hour north of Philly, and you drive through some beautiful backcountry through Bucks County to get there, and it's right on the Delaware River, and it is literally a stone's throw from the location where George Washington crossed the Delaware to attack the British, and it's really a beautiful and historic area. So before on the channel, I've done quite a few videos regarding the Strasburg Railroad, and New Hope is the other railroad that was in the vicinity of where I had lived. So I gotta say, New Hope and Strasburg are probably both my favorite short line excursion railroads. So finally glad to have this here and see how it looks on the tracks. There's my receipt. There we have it, a wonderful box, great packaging, and they maintain that theming of the New Hope colors on the packaging, so looks great. I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the box. It's going to take me a moment. Whew, that box was really snug in the outer shipping carton. So we got it out. Wow, it just looks amazing. I mean, what else can I say? It looks great. Just look at the box. I can't wait to see the inside. All right, here we have our individually boxed items. We have our GP30 here and our 4-passenger coaches. So these things are very snug. So they are not going to jiggle around in the box during shipment, that's for sure. Ooh, okay. Go. Legacy engine, GP30, New Hope in Ivyland. Very nice. Minimum curve, 031. Good for me since I have 036 curves on my layout. Alrighty. I should also mention that New Hope has a really cool old canal that was built in the 1820s and 30s and was part of the growth of the United States. Philadelphia, of course, being one of the major cities of the early days, colonial days, going into nationhood. And the canal there would help bring anthracite coal down from northern Pennsylvania and Lehigh Valley area and other realms down to the city and also the industry in New Jersey, and would send finished goods and steel back up to those more northern cities. So that whole area was a real hub for industry and the growth of the nation. Oh, good. Instructions. The last Legacy engine had no instructions. Oh, very nice. I'm so glad I got this in my hands now. Nice little engine. It's like a little jigsaw puzzle. Cool. Yeah, I liked New Hope so much that whenever my mom would visit from North Carolina or my wife's family would drive up from Texas, we would be sure to take them there so they could take in all the sights. And Lambertville across the river, Delaware, has a lot of neat places, antique stores. So definitely worth a visit. I think this is the last one. Okay, here we go, our number 2198. All right, here we have our gorgeous GP30 on the tracks. You can see its paint scheme in all its glory. These little zigzags are a great feature, and the paint color is it's something else. But yeah, Lionel jammed this thing with lots of different features in it. Of course, it's Legacy, so you can run it with Legacy control, conventional. It has Bluetooth, so you can use the Lion Chief app. It has dual motors. Let's see here, fan-driven smoke, adjustable smoke output, directional lighting, including LED lights, marker lights on front and rear, illuminated number boards, lighted cab interior, die-cast trucks, pilot and fuel tank, metal frame, lots of separately applied metal details all over the place, dual electrical couplers, and even has 8 different diesel RPM levels with the sound, various radio chatter. You can customize the bells, on and on and on. So they really packed quite a lot into this model. To make adjustments to some of the features, we have in this fan area here, it's just held by magnets, so it's easily accessible. We have our switches here for programming, smoke, and of course Bluetooth on and off. And then Right here, we take off this cover. We have our access point for adding the smoke fluid. Black paint came off there. Guess it was a little moist when they shoved this vent on it. According to the manual, first time up, you got to put in 10 to 20 drops of fluid, and of course refill appropriately afterwards, unless you turn the smoke feature to off. Otherwise, you could damage your smoke heating element. Okay, we do have crew figures inside the cab of the engine. We've got these safety yellow painted handbars. I've got handbars all over the place with this thing. Safety chain here. Here's one of our electro couplers. We've got some hoses detail. Got a little plow out here. Very crisp number boards. Very nice lettering. Everything's very sharp. Looking at the rear of the engine, we have our number boards here as well. So it looks great. Our other electro coupler. So it's just fantastic all around. Lots of little vents here. We've got that grating here on the walkway, not just some basic flat piece of metal like one would have on some of these other locomotives, like CR31 over here is just flat. 98, just flat. Ladder rungs. All right, and now to look at the underside of the engine, we have 4 pickup rollers, so this thing's definitely not going to lose power. Got our traction tires. Very nice engine. Well, I certainly wish I had a model of the New Hope passenger station. It's a great looking classic station, but the East Strasburg station is going to have to do for now. All right, now here we have our first coach out of the box. New Hope and Ivyland 72-foot coach, number 1220. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now, unfortunately, these coaches do not have any passengers. So they're empty trains, just interior benches. So would I prefer passengers in there? Yes. But am I glad to have something New Hope in Ivyland? Yes. So I'm not going to complain. Cool. Oh, yes. Very nice looking. Looks like the springs on the trucks are purely for decoration, so I'm not going to mess with them too much. Got some basic underside details here, not too bad. We got 2 pickup rollers. It has those flicker-free qualifications. This is really important for me with my small little 36 curve layout. These are going to go ahead and stretch around my tight corners here. These couplers. So they advise 0.54 minimum curve, but we're going to squeeze by with these couplers. So all the other cars are pretty much identical other than the numbers. So let's go ahead and grab them. Okay, number 2. Number 2 here is coach number 1424. Alrighty. Oh, this coach has a name on the side, Joseph R. Turner. Okay, the first one didn't have any name here. Okay, well, that's cool. All right, grab another coach here, number 3 out of the box. And one more to go. Next up, we got New Hope and Ivyland, coach number 1605. Really glad Lionel came out with these. New Hope just wasn't getting a lot of love over the years. But it sure would be nice if their steam engine number 40 got made. Hint, 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 hint. Okay. Alright, so this one's plain vanilla, just like the first one, just with the road number being different, 1505. We'll go ahead and add to the track. Oh, here's our goodies here. I guess if you want to go to scale couplers or something, lots of stuff, like a Lego set. All right, and the final coach from the set. Last but not least, coach number 1430. All out. Looks good. Here we have the New Hope and Ivyland Excursion set now assembled on the tracks. Our beautiful GP30 in the front and our 4-passenger coaches. So I have heard some people grumble about the height of the coaches in relation to the height of the engine, and the passenger coaches being much shorter. And yeah, I can understand that. They are noticeably shorter. But yeah, I'm still glad just to have them, to be honest. So better short ones than nothing. So, and of course on 036 curve, it's a sharper curve than intended. So you're definitely going to have a lot of overhang on the curves here. So looks a little awkward, and you have these really sharp, abrupt connections here on the curve. So maybe it doesn't look perfect on such a curve, but it still functions, thankfully. So it'll pull through. But yeah, overall, great looking set. Really glad that Lionel came out with it, and that I was able to pick one up from Nicholas Smith Trains. It definitely seemed to be concentrated in the stores, kind of in the New Hope, Eastern Pennsylvania region, from what I saw. Saw one in West Virginia, other stores in Pennsylvania. But there's still a couple out there if you really want one, but definitely get it now, because once they're gone, they're gone. All right, we're going to go ahead and give it some power, fire it up. Pull it up here on our Lion Chief app. Okay, we got it. New Hope and Ivyland. Perfect. Hear that horn? Bells. Let's go. Well, folks, there we have it. The Lionel, New Hope, and Ivyland Excursion passenger train set. Wow, I can't believe how long the lights stay on in these passenger coaches after I've turned off power to the tracks. It just keeps on going and going. Oh, they're dimming. Let's check it out in night mode. We got the lights in the front. Really good illumination in the passenger cars. And we go forward. There's our running lights. All right. Really bright in there. Reverse. Got some bright LEDs on this engine. Now let's see how long these lights stay on in these coaches. We're gonna kill the power. Yeah, power is off on the engine, but these coaches just keep on going and going. Yeah, these are definitely going to be flicker free. Those capacitors have a great storage capacity. You just keep going and going. Okay, you get the point. As I was saying, I hope you enjoyed checking out this awesome set with me. I'm very glad to have it, as I think I've mentioned a whole bunch of times already, but really been looking forward to getting this set open, and I've been waiting to purchase it for quite a long time. So glad it's finally as part of the collection, and we'll get a few other New Hope goodies to go along with it, and hopefully with any luck, someday Lionel or MTH or another manufacturer will come out with some additional New Hope goodies that we can add on to it or expand with. Like I mentioned earlier, maybe their steam engine number 40. That would be pretty sweet. If you've made it this far, please do go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and check out our other video options. We do have a Patreon channel, so if you want to help support us and get lots more interesting items to check out and review and run, I would greatly appreciate it. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.